Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. And House as a boss can be very, very dangerous. You can't run at all during this part either, but you can run about now. This thing has a crap ton of range. You do not want to be at mid-range at this thing when you're fighting this. You don't want to be, you just don't. This thing has a lot of range, and this thing hurts. But I'm just going to shower it with some grenades right now. And this thing can move fairly quickly. Look at that range. You do not want to be anywhere near this monster. You don't want to be anywhere near this beast. Alright. Because it hits hard and it does a lot of damage. And it can move around fairly quickly, a lot more quickly than one might think. You don't want to be close to this thing. I'll save the rest. Alright, it's starting to get a little close, so now I'm going to just run. This thing has a lot of range. Thankfully, it has no legs, so it can't walk. It has to use its hands to crawl towards us. That doesn't stop this thing from being deadly. It doesn't. It does not stop this thing from being a threat. Alright, let me run. And then get some space. Alright. I missed. That's actually kind of bad, because now I have to run some more. But it's alright. This boss is not to be taken lightly. Some people probably would consider this just as hard as the fight with Derek C. Simmons, because House is a formidable opponent, and the third phase can really be difficult. So, alright, now I'll use some of this, and it's durable, and it doesn't flinch like Derek C. Simmons does at times. It doesn't at all. Alright, this thing is getting too close, so I'm gonna just run around some more. You do not want to trust the range on this thing. You don't want to underestimate the range on it either, or you might end up dead. Alright, I'm gonna run around some more. Running out of bullets here. Running out of bullets as Piers isn't a big deal, because for the third fight, you'll see in a little bit. Why am I just hold the button? There we go. Nice. Alright, it should be, yeah, there we go. That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, and then the factory starts falling apart, and things just go to shit. Regenerating Dravo. Yeah, the virus that gives Dravo the strength also allows them to recover from damage quickly, quite spontaneously and erratically, if you ask me. Ooh, hold up. Some shotgun shells. Alright. I don't have to reload any of my guns. Hold up. I need to do something real quick. Alright. And there we go. House does not, as you can see, it is relentless. Alright, you want to get up there before the door closes, because if you don't, you're going to die. Plain and simple. Move its hand out of the way and slide under. Keep running. Keep running. And then it'll do something like that. Reload your gun. Crhis got caught. And look at that. You fall into underwater volcanic activity. Damn it, Crhis. The AI really messes up though, so I'm actually surprised that happened. Whatever. I don't really care how many times I've died. I just want to finish this game so I can put it to rest. Because this game can be one of the most difficult Resident Evil games on the hardest difficulty, easily. Alright. Come on, Crhis, you can do it. Come on. Alright. There we go again. And made it. But then this happens, and it all depends on who gets there first. If Crhis gets there first, then Piers has to hold the door up, you know, and vice versa. If Crhis gets there first, Crhis has to hold the door up. Doesn't matter to me. I'll hold the door up. Yeah, because you could have been a Crhis sandwich. I really just said that. Crhis sandwich. A moment longer and you could have been a Jill sandwich. Never let Jill live that down. Never. And this happens. Yeah, Hiles just decides to say, alright, let me just come greet you personally. Yeah, now we're running. Yeah. Hiles is a force to be reckoned with, and this thing could have actually done a lot of irreversible damage to the ecosystem. But yeah, this happens. Piers gets grabbed. And as you can see, House is incomplete and it's still a force to be reckoned with. And then that happens. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Crhis gets grabbed. And this is really pushing it. House should have squeezed Crhis to death and done. And then Piers just should have already died. But of course, Resident Evil miracles always happen all the time, and characters that are put in situations in which they should die just don't die. So yeah, Crhis has taken a C virus, the enhanced strand of the C virus. It was made from Jake Mueller's blood. You know, the C virus was made from samples of Sherry's blood, because it's the G virus samples with the T Veronica virus, and combine them together, you get the fiery properties of the T Veronica virus with the adaptive regenerative powers of the G virus, and bam, their body gets coated in some weird like mucus. It hardens into a chrysalis, and they mutate from injection, or they mutate, or they'll turn to Juavel, or from its counterpart, the gaseous infection, they'll turn to C virus zombies. And yeah, this happens to Piers. He gets this weird arm and it's able to generate electricity. So ready weapon with left trigger and, you know, hold right trigger and shock it. That's the whole premiere of this fight. Now, while this may be a good thing, yeah, the door closes on House, but it's not over. Now, while that may be a good thing, Piers cannot run, but he does regenerate his health. Now, it's going to go into its chrysalis, and what it's going to do to itself is it's going to shrink its size. And when House shrinks its size, it's going to be able to fight us much more comfortably in this more crowded and narrow place. If you're playing as Crhis, this can get pretty damn ugly, because you probably wasted a lot of, not wasted, but you probably consumed a lot of ammo on this thing. And now House has these organs on its back. And House has deadly range, especially with that attack there. It shoots those tentacles out of its fingers, and it hurts like hell. And it crawls up on these things, and It is just very annoying. And House does a lot of damage, and it's fast, it's bulky, and yeah. This thing is a monster. As far as its threat level is concerned, and just how dangerous this thing is. You're just going to shoot these things. Those things do explode, so you really want to be careful. See, it just loves to hop around and make itself a hard target to hit. But when it shoots those things, it can actually have ammo in them. So do take note of that. Alright. Can I hit it? Yeah, those acid balls it spits do a lot of damage. Yeah, House isn't even complete, and yet it is still a monster. Yeah, the ones on the ceilings can, like, they'll fall down sooner or later. And, yeah, they'll explode. Alright. Gotta shock this thing. Alright. Man, this thing can be pretty damn annoying, because it doesn't stay still. It's quite agile and fast, and man. That attack has a lot of range. See, just like that. That's how much range that attack has. And as you can see, it just instantly puts you in the dying status. And that's the problem with House. Once you get put in dying status, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to get back up because it's relentless. And that's what makes this boss just difficult. It's relentless. And since his attacks have so much range, you're just unlikely going to live. Yeah, this attack reels you in. I'm going to roll over to this way. I missed. See, and the control for this is kind of wonky. So there's going to be some times where you miss. Not that I have a problem with it. I mean, I'll take the regenerating health. Any day. I will take the regenerating health. Yeah, but Piers, yeah. Come on, crawl on down. Come on. Oh, I'm trying to bait this thing to come down already. Alright, good job, Crhis. Distracted. If you can go around it and hit its organs, it'll go into a chrysalis. Oh, damn it. It's too smart. And when it goes into a chrysalis, what'll happen is you can shoot it with electricity and then it'll become stunned. And then you can just stab it with your weird arm. Can I stab it now? Apparently not. Yeah, House does a lot of damage. But thankfully my health does regenerate. It just takes some time. Oh man. Alright, it's stunned. Oh, Piers. Well, apparently I still can't hit it. Alright, I hit it. You want to hit it in its organs. And that right there, when you stun House like that, the other part of its body comes off and it's like a homing missile and it will hit you, and it is almost unavoidable at times, and it can get really fucking ridiculous. But yeah, this is what you want to do. Thankfully, when it goes into this cocoon, you can't hurt it, but He'll allow you to regenerate if you're playing as Piers. And as Crhis, you know, this is time to heal and go around and break crates. Alright, come on, Piers, heal. And as you can see, it gets smaller and smaller, but it doesn't become less dangerous. Don't ever assume that on your first time playing. It doesn't become any less dangerous. It's still as dangerous as ever. And yeah. Don't let the size fool you. Alright, let me not touch those. This thing just loves spitting those things everywhere. Alright, come on. I'm trying to bait this thing. Oh my gosh, stop running. Oh man. Alright, come on, House. Stop being difficult. Come on down now. Alright, let me get from under those things because they fall. You see that? They just fell off. Alright. Yeah, you want to use something like that so you can go behind it. Oh my gosh. Very, very annoying. Alright, let me just hit it. Things might fall, so let me get from under them. Alright, come on, House. Quit being difficult. There we go. Alright, uh-oh. See it? You see where... No. There you go. Thanks, Crhis. That thing is insanely hard to avoid, though, and, man, it's bullshit, quite frankly. It does a lot of damage. It kind of homes in on you. It makes a weird noise I don't like, and it can just put you in dying status easily. It's dumb. One of the few attacks in the game that is utter bullshit, in my personal, honest opinion. A lot of other attacks bosses do are fair, but that attack is just unfair. So we should have one more to go. Yep, this is the third phase, though, and thankfully this is the last phase. And man, House... Oh my gosh, I don't want to say the main villain's name, but she created it. Oh my gosh, a lot of thought was put into this, because this thing is a monster. And in every sense of the word, this thing is a monster. Okay, I dodged in the nick of time. Oh, I got hit. Come on, Crhis. Crhis, come on, Crhis. Come on! Please, House, don't just wreck me. Okay, I didn't get totally wrecked. Man, I don't like running around like this, but my health is low. Oh no, that attack has a boatload of range. Oh, I got railed in. Okay, I'm healing good. Took about 30 seconds, maybe. Yeah, move in, Crhis. Distracted. Oh my gosh, that attack has so much range. I completely underestimated the range on it, and now I might die because of it. Alright, I'm not dead. Alright, you move in, Crhis. Yeah, move in. Alright, this attack. Too much range. Alright. Gonna shock it. Ooh, so much range on those tentacles. No! Not again. Oh, God. Piles is a force to be reckoned with. Alright. Make sure you use the corners, though, to your advantage. Oh, yeah, I'm not going over there. Yeah, there's too many tentacles over there. Yeah, move in, Crhis. Yeah, this thing can reel you in from, like, over here, too. Don't be fooled. This thing has a lot of range. Oh my gosh, these tentacles. Again. Oh, Crhis, you're just too slow. God. Alright. Alright. God. Please stun already. Oh, I'm so sorry. Crhis was just zapping you like that. Alright. I'm over here. Oh my gosh, it caught me behind the crate. Damn you, House, for being retardedly good. Uh-oh, not that attack. I'm caught in a corner. That attack has so much range. Don't ever count House out. Ever. Oh, not that. Fuck you, you piece of shit body part. Yeah, the lower half gets some action too, right? You don't want to miss that attack either, because if you do, you're going to be starting the whole thing over. Thankfully, the checkpoints in this fight, they're good, to say the least. But yeah, now Piers does this, he stuns it, and now we just got to mash the A button until Crhis can get his knife. Yeah, isn't that cool? A quick time event that you can really enjoy too, because you get to see this bastard go down. Temporarily, anyway. Or temporary, anyway. Yeah, temporarily. I said it right the first time. Temporarily get knocked the heck out. It's about time. Really is about time.
Come on, stay with me. You're gonna be okay. I'm sorry.
But why are you sorry, Piers? You did the right thing.
No, did a real good thing.
You did something that Crhis wasn't able to do. Yeah, we're both getting out of here alright. So now, the cooldown isn't really going to be, oh my god, it's going to rate you difficult, but do take some consideration. And on this part, Yeah, the facility has been compromised, and now it's going to blow up. And there's weird, this weird stuff that's blocking the way, and there's complete mutations to keep you company. And if you are not quick enough when you zap it, you're going to be kept company by these Napods, and they are total distractions. So yeah, you just want to quickly zap this crap, and you want to get the heck out. You don't want to miss too, because if you do, you're likely going to die. Crhis gets to run, and you don't, so roll under this garbage. Really? No. Oh, why did I roll under? I'm supposed to jump over it. Oh, funny me. Yeah, now I gotta start back over. Yeah, if you mess up, you gotta start over from here. Isn't that lovely? After this boss, though, you pretty much beat Crhis' campaign, so don't worry. After a tough boss in house, yeah, a lot of range, and again, narrow, and it loves to just sit back and just shoot, and yeah. The person who really has to be careful, though, here is Crhis, because Crhis has only a limited amount of ammo, and can easily get decimated by House. Easily. Alright, I hit it. Now let's go. At least the AI knows when to run. Roll under it. Yep. Please evacuate, and evacuate we will. Don't gotta tell me one more time. Make sure you push the A button up here. You can jump over that. God. Sometimes the AI won't obey your commands, but it's alright. The AI is practically invulnerable to all enemy attacks. So, if you die, it's kind of your fault. In most cases, anyway. Oh, poor Piers.
Just go! No. You're gonna be okay. We're almost there.
You keep telling yourself that, Crhis. You keep telling yourself that.
Got it. Here we go, Piers. We're getting out of here.
Sorry, Crhis. You're gonna have to go alone. Yeah. This part is just sad. What do you think he's going to do, Crhis? He's sending you up to the surface on your own. Who knows what he's going to mutate into? Sorry, Crhis, but he won't be able to fulfill your wishes. So sorry. And you know what? House still isn't dead. So, yeah. doesn't know when to give up, does he? But thankfully, Crhis has friends in low places. Some people say that was the facility being destroyed. I think it was Piers. And House finally dies. Finally dies. Finally enjoy a quiet ending. Oh man, oh man. Well, let me just press select. What I like about Crhis' campaign, I like Piers' character, and I like how Crhis just goes on, you know, a revenge streak. You know, what I don't like is some of the dialogue he said, and like when Piers says, you know, she's just toying with you, and then Crhis says, I'm not dumb enough to fall for her bullshit, and yeah, you are. Crhis, you just don't know it. You're playing her game, but you just don't know it. I like how Piers was able to keep Crhis' moral compass on point in times in which Crhis was just completely consumed by revenge. I like that about Piers. I like how Piers keeps Crhis stable. Because this is about Crhis getting back into the BSAA, you know, and all the action he goes through. It's like a test, you know, just test his conviction. Is he going to still stay with the BSAA? And yes, he does, with the help of with the help of Piers and his sacrifice. I do like that about the storyline on Crhis' campaign. I love that a lot. The action, on the other hand, I like how it stays consistent, but I think some parts might be a little too brutal for the player, especially Chapter 5 and just some parts on Chapter 3. I wish there were more checkpoints. I wish the checkpoints were a little bit better. But other than that, Crhis' campaign is for just those die-hard. If you want a big challenge, play Crhis' campaign. A lot of the time, you won't be able to avoid enemies. You'll be fighting them, and you'll be burdened through a lot of ammo. And if you want the best challenge, you play Crhis' campaign. That's basically how his campaign is. It's the best challenge. It provides the best challenge, plentiful amount of enemies, the most skill points, and yeah, that's Crhis' campaign in a nutshell. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody liked that, you know, good for you. Crhis' campaign is not easy. It's easily the hardest. I did die quite a bit though, but I don't care. The hardest chapter on Crhis' campaign might just be Chapter 3, because Chapter 3 just, oh man, relentless. But yeah, if anybody liked this video, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you all later. You all take care now.